Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. Hold on a minute. I don't know why this thing keeps moving. I don't touch it. I swear. Welcome back to the Doctor Who Retrospective. I'm Scotty. You're not. We're looking at the next part of the Cyberman two-parter, The Age of Steel. Picking up from where we left off, everybody was surrounded by the Cybermen, but then the Doctor uses. Now, picking up where we left off, the Doctor uses the little thing he's using to charge the TARDIS to deactivate all the Cybermen around them, and they run away. Kind of a cop-out, but it works, I guess. Of course, Pete is, he doesn't want to leave Jackie, but, they say that it's probably too late anyway, so they run off, and they get acquainted with the freedom fighters. I don't know what they're called. The preachers. That's right, the preachers. And the fact that there are two Mickeys now. Well, it's a Mickey and a Ricky. And, yeah. But, while walking on the streets, Lumic activates the earbud thingies, and it turns everyone into zombies and marches them to get upgraded. Turned into the Cybermen. So, their plan, after destroying other Cybermen and running, is just to be out in the open, and then they decide to start running, which leads to the death of one of the Mickeys, but we don't know exactly which one yet. Until he comes back, and Rose is able to figure it out. Mickey, that's you, yeah? Yeah, that's me. So Ricky died, which infuriates Jake, because that's his best friend. If this came out now, they would be gay lovers, because that's the way it has to be. But no, they are friends. Two men can be friends, woke culture. I said woke, not what culture, woke culture. Everything has to be, I haven't watched X-Men 97, but people are saying, oh, Morph is in love with Wolverine. If this is supposed to be a direct continuation of X-Men, set right after the finale of X-Men in 97, none of that shit, okay? Stop forcing your agendas into stuff. If you're going to make a show that's exactly a continuation of a show from the 90s, don't add all that bullshit in, okay? And I'm not done at this. I have not watched a single episode, but I've seen enough to piss me off for a lifetime, okay? This is a continuation of the 90s X-Men series. Then keep it that way. Don't change character designs. The animation's not the same, but I can imagine it would be exactly the same. But don't change character designs. Morph was not bald. Alright? He had hair. Okay? And then don't say it is a continuation of the 90s series if halfway through they change to the classic comic outfits. Fuck you. Alright? Don't do that. Other people are like, oh yay, classic comics. But us true fans of the 90s show should say, fuck you, Disney. That's not what we wanted. Don't give us what we want and then take it away. Okay? Anyway, sorry. Been holding in for a while, obviously. Gotta throw that out. I have not watched any of it, but I've seen enough spoilers. You'll get that when we get further into the show. To piss me off. Anyway, so Ricky dead. Mickey is left. And so the Doctor, Rose, and Pete get shuffled into a lorry to, try to find Lumic, I guess. And then they end up trying to sneak in, but then they find a Cyberman that used to be Jackie. And then the Cybermen realize they're not converted, so they can be taken to Lumic. The Doctor is also wandering around at this point. He's not with them. Now, I may have missed it, but is there some point where Rose confesses that she's his daughter from another Earth? There's got to be at some point in this. I think I missed it. Sorry if I did. Meanwhile, Mickey and Jake are infiltrating Lumic's office to try to find some way. Oh, I know where the doctor is. Never mind. Some way to shut down the Cybermen, I guess. The doctor is with Mrs. Moore, and they come across another Cyberman that uses the sonic screwdriver on, and to find out about the. So these Cybermen are different from the Cybermen of the original. These are converted humans into Cyberman shells, and they're more menacing. Apparently, I don't know. I never watched any those other stuff with those, but and they got human. They're human turned into Cybermen. So there are emotional inhibitors, and when they knock this one down, he doesn't use that. She uses this thing that shocks the thing, and it knocks out the inhibitor, turning it back not to normal, but like it has the memories of when it was human. And the doctor uses the sonic to shut it off. Go to sleep, so to speak. Yeah. So this is what gives the doctor the plan to turn off the emotional inhibitors, and now we don't need Mrs. Moore anymore because she gets shocked and killed. Yeah. And then, yeah. So it ends up with everyone but Mickey and Jake being captured and brought to Lumic's office. Lumic is now the cyber controller, overseeing all of the people being changed into Cybermen. The Cybermen. Yes. While Mickey and Jake are in a Zeppelin, and he's somehow got a computer up there that can link in, and he's like connecting it. And this is another one of those situations where the doctor is having like a normal conversation, but he's actually talking to Mickey because it's like, I think you can reverse this. I mean, an idiot could do it. Oh, gee. Wink, wink, wink. I wonder what idiot you're talking about. Wink. And so Mickey's typing the thing. He's like, oh, what was it? Section 9. Or whatever. Something 9. And then he types in a number, and he tells him to send it to Rose's phone, basically. Does. And then he plugs it into the thing, and it deactivates all the emotional inhibitors. I just wish we would have had one last scene with Jackie as a Cyberman. Like, she remembers who she is. They all just start exploding. Apart from Lumic. And I think the reason why is he never had any emotion in the first place. It was his plan, so it didn't affect him like it did the others. So Mickey, they're all gonna die, but Mickey goes to save him. Jake's saying, we gotta get out of here. He's like, no, I gotta save him. And then they activate this ladder, and the three of them climb up. So does the cyber controller, and I thought it was just a lone Cyberman. Don't trust a lone Cyberman, by the way. It's Lumic, and he has Pete. This is confusing for me. He gives the sonic to Pete. He activates it, and it on the ladder. Works on rope, and the Cyberman falls to his death, or Lumic falls to his death. Would he survive? Would he not? I don't know. Maybe he does die. I don't know. And now it's time to say goodbye, except for Mickey's gonna stay because he wants to finish what Ricky did. Also, his gran is still alive there, so yeah, he's gonna stay, and he's gonna team with Jake to help liberate the cities from the Cybermen. Even though I think we only see London, but apparently there's one in France, so they're gonna go to France. So I had the Coneheads for me. We are from France. And then there's an emotional goodbye with Mickey, and it's the end of Mickey's arc. Although we do see him again. Spoiler alert: he shakes his hand, like he calls him Mickey an idiot. Make an idiot one more time. Come on. And then Rose says goodbye. There's a kiss. And, but again, he's like, it's not about me, right? It's just you and the doctor. And I'm just like, yeah, but to us, you've only been on one other adventure with them, and none of that was ever brought up. Sure, there was stuff like that before, right? But I felt like there should have been a couple more episodes of him traveling with them and him getting ignored for it to... Because his whole reason of coming is so he wasn't left behind. He wasn't ignored. And then it just sort of came back around. And, yeah, I like when he's like, Jake, you want to watch this? And he sees the TARDIS disappear. What the hell? That's the Doctor. And Rose Tyler. Kind of a goodbye. I'm kind of, This got me, though. They go in, the TARDIS materializes in Jackie's kitchen, basically, and she gives her a big hug. It's like, oh, you're alive, you're alive. Of course I would be alive. What? Like, it's just, far away. Far, far away. Where's Mickey? He went home. Yeah, and that's really where it ends. And thus ends the good half of Doctor Who Series 2. Yeah, it doesn't really get any better. I feel like all the best episodes are behind us because next... next is something I don't want to... something with the TV. And then there's another two-parter right after, which is very quick. And then there's a couple of... Well, there's one real bad episode. Chloe Webber. We love Chloe. Yeah, that one. That's not the next one. It's a few episodes down the road. But still, we are not... We're not in a good part of the series anymore. Of the season of Series 2 anymore. Just know that. But this was a decent conclusion. Altogether, I say it's a pretty good two-parter. But as the second half, it's a lot more action-packed, a lot more going on, a lot more some character development going on. Mickey's character development, where he wants now to be, a fighter and not be a third wheel with Rose and the Doctor. Again, wish we had a little more of that, like a couple more episodes before this. Maybe switch the Satan Pit and Planet of the Ood or whatever it is, that two-parter with the Ood, the Satan Pit. Put that two-parter first, and then this one, have him with them. I don't know, but it works. It does. So, yeah. So what are your thoughts on the Age of Steel? And when it comes to, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.